Welcome to this video about moving VSAM and DB2 data to Snowflake Data Warehouse to innovate on the cloud with mainframe data. In this use case, we have an on-premises data center with a ZOS mainframe with DB2 and VSAM files. In DB2, all sales data resides, like orders and products, and in VSAM, we have the customer data. CONNX allows you to access more than 150 data sources with its DB adapters, including DB2 and VSAM, and create a virtual view on all data to access it with standard SQL statements. CONNX DataSync, on top of SQL data access, is able to replicate your data to the same amount of data targets. You can select tables or create transformations for your data for replication. You can group tables into units and then set up schedules for repetitive and timed replication. In this case, we are replicating to Snowflake, a cloud-based and highly scalable data warehouse solution which has gained a lot of popularity. Having data replicated to Snowflake in the cloud, you can access the data with any reporting or analytics application which supports Snowflake. So let's see how this works. We start with the mainframe. I'm connected to a mainframe in our on-premises data center with a terminal emulation. You can see the ISPF editor. I'm inside a dataset utility and I have selected a dataset name which contains the VSAM customer data. You can see that the volume of the dataset is VSAM. I will browse the dataset to see the sequential data inside. We will focus on one of these records. I will take Bergs with the name Bergstad Scandinavian Grocery. Besides customer data in VSAM, we also have customer data in DB2, like the order and product data for these customers. We will also use them in this demo. Now let's switch to the CONNX Data Dictionary. Here we can see the CONNX Data Dictionary, which is giving us an overview of all data sources we have specified. We can see all data sources and how CONNX is connecting to them, like the specific server name and port for our mainframe, where the customer VSAM data is located. We can also see the definition of the data tables, which are usually imported automatically by CONNX import capabilities. CONNX offers import capabilities for all supported data sources. You can see the ZOS DB2 database we have connected with the DB2 order and product tables, and also look at the table definition. Additionally, we can see the Snowflake definition, which is configured as a data source. It is running in the cloud and is our target database to replicate the data to. We can access all data sources defined in the CONNX Data Dictionary with any ODBC or JDBC client. I will use a simple Software AG ASP.NET demo application to query SQL data based on CONNX SQL data technology. We can enter any standard SQL statement in this test program to retrieve data and also filter the data to return only selected records from the customer's VSAM file. So we get 2 records returned, and one of these records is Bergs, the Scandinavian grocery record we are already familiar with from the sequential VSAM file. As next step, we can use CONNX DataSync replication. Here we can see the DataSync dashboard, which allows us to replicate all available tables like VSAM customers or DB2 orders, but also apply custom transformations or group tables and transformations together for replication. Here we can see a replication that is set up and replicates 3 tables to Snowflake Data Warehouse, which is our default target. Now we start the synchronization step manually. There are different synchronization types we can choose. Let's do a full reload in the beginning. We can see replication happening, which takes a few seconds. And if we refresh the view, we can see in the history replication performed for this group and the 3 tables inside the group with its record count. For instance, more than 20,000 order records being replicated to Snowflake Data Warehouse. Now we are switching to the Snowflake Data Warehouse portal. We have a database running called mainframe DB. We can see our 3 tables replicated by CONNX DataSync from DB2 and VSAM. Now on the Worksheets tab, we can execute SQL queries and look into the data. If I execute the query to select the top records from customer's VSAM table, you can see here our Berg's Scandinavian grocery record, replicated from the mainframe. Having data replicated in Snowflake Data Warehouse in the cloud, you can access the data with any reporting or analytics application which supports Snowflake, or use Snowflake tools to analyze your data. So now let's make a change to the mainframe data. Now we are using again the simple SQL demo application to make a change to the VSAM customer data. Having this update SQL statement executed, we change the customer name on the mainframe to mainframe integration video. On the mainframe, we can again browse our VSAM customer dataset, and here we can see the change to the Berg's record with the new name, mainframe integration video. Back in CONNX DataSync, we can rerun the replication from the Snowflake group. This time, we can do an automatic replication, which will be incremental. We can see that the customer VSAM table has one updated record, which was replicated to the Snowflake Data Warehouse. Now switching to the Snowflake portal, we see the open worksheet. We can rerun the select statement. Running the select statement, we can see that Berg's record now changed to mainframe integration video. So we can see mainframe data being replicated to Snowflake Data Warehouse. I hope this could demonstrate how easy it is to replicate mainframe VSAM and DB2 data into Snowflake Data Warehouse in the cloud with CONNX replication technology from Software AG. If you want to learn more, please visit softwareag.com/CONNX. This was moving VSAM DB2 data to Snowflake Data Warehouse with CONNX DataSync from Software AG.